Welcome back. The little wolf and the black dresses. That's the focus of my bonus angle. First, I was remiss on Friday because I did not mention the part of that Michael Wolff screed that mentioned yours truly. It's just a small anecdote that claimed that at the funeral of former Fox News Chairman Roger Ailes, quote, right-wing professionals remain passionate in their outward defense of Trump, but were rattled, if not abashed, among one another. At the funeral, Rush Limbaugh and Laura Ingraham struggled to parse support for Trumpism, even as they distanced themselves from Trump himself. Okay, I can tell you that that is totally fabricated. It never happened. And by the way, it's really poorly written. What does parsing support even mean? And after talking to others who were there, I can tell you that Trump wasn't really even discussed much, if at all, at the funeral. But Wolff didn't care. He wanted to advance his rickety anti-Trump agenda. The facts be damned. He didn't care. And no, I didn't buy the stupid book. I borrowed someone else's. All right, second, the Golden Globes. For once, I wasn't in the slightest annoyed when my cable went out on Sunday night. I have one of those systems. They're supposed to be so great. They control all the TVs. It never works. I was blissfully unaware of that hashtag Time's Up and those black dress declarations by women who, for the most part, just happened to be a bunch of left-wing Democrats. Same women who were mostly silent during Harvey Weinstein's reign of sexual terror. Excuse me, but watching a bunch of self-absorbed actresses try to one-up each other with emoting and conjured-up empathy isn't exactly my idea of a fun Sunday night. That Time's Up group, led by left-wing industry types, announced before the show that they'd all be wearing black to protest men who harass women. There wasn't much of a mention of women who harass men, as I recall. Imagine the pressure on young actresses in attendance to conform. Not only are so many in the industry afraid to express views that may be remotely conservative, now they're afraid to dress the way they want to dress and the color they want to wear. So how is it any less demeaning and domineering for a bunch of powerful women to tell other women what to wear than it is for powerful men to do the same? Answer? It's not. And as for resulting in some tangible change for the farm workers and the hospitality workers, well, I'll let Rose McGowan, the actress largely responsible for blowing the whistle on the sleaze in Hollywood, sum it up. She said, "That's a Band-Aid to make yourself feel better about what you've all known about and been silent witnesses to and or participants in that silence. And no, I don't forgive." Well, now Washington is taking up that tedious torch of fake protest. A group of Democratic lawmakers have announced that they're going to be wearing, wait for it, black in support of Time's Up and that movement at the State of the Union. Another reason not to watch. If it weren't for President Trump, I wouldn't. Must every moment of our communal life be overshadowed by protest? And then there's Oprah Winfrey. Now, I caught her speech on YouTube. I had a 5-hour delay coming back from the big game last night. It was nicely written and it was well delivered, her talk at the Golden Globes. But it was also purely political. Are we to believe that she, like Meryl Streep and all the other actresses, producers, and so forth, just had their epiphanies about Weinstein, Spacey, and all the rest of them in Hollywood? Oprah, who, by the way, has spoke really compellingly about the abuse she suffered as a child, she had the biggest megaphone in the media for decades. Surely she knew that both straight and gay men in Hollywood had abused their positions of power for years. There are victims all over the place. So my question is, what took them so long? Here's my angle on this. Since that Russia collusion narrative about President Trump hasn't materialized, and since all these predictions about the Trump apocalypse haven't come true, the economy is doing so well, the left is desperately scrambling for anything to hold on to, anything to give them hope. So it's Oprah. She's their lifeline. Well, I say Oprah should throw her hat in the ring. Why not? The president apparently feels the same.
Oprah would be a lot of fun. I know her very well. You know, I did one of her last shows. She had Donald Trump, this is before politics, her last week. And she had Donald Trump, and my family was very nice. No, I like Oprah. I don't think she's going to run.
Look, Oprah's accomplished. She's fun to watch. She's smart. And I think she'll also quickly see just how different politics is from hosting a talk show. Different game. America isn't the room who gave her the standing O on Sunday night. And if she did run, before long, I predict she's going to have a lot more respect for just how hard it was for Donald Trump, a total outsider to politics, to have run, beaten all those Republicans, beat the Obamas, beat the Clintons, beat the media, beat Hollywood, and win it all. Oprah Winfrey versus who? Who could she run against? She could run against Matt Damon, George Clooney, Rosie, Elizabeth Warren. What other parade of horrible can I trot out?